I really found out. But the stations, the other stations in town, are so damn cheap. One station had the gall to offer me less than I was making at NBC. Thinking I was desperate.
Yeah.
Well, I was desperate, but I wasn't that desperate. And then we came this close to going to L.A.
Yeah.
But we wanted to be with you people. And then K-Rock came along and just gave us all of their money.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
Made us an offer we couldn't refuse.
I get a feeling that we make more money than everyone in New York radio.
Well, I think this is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My agent tells me that anyway.
But he lies.
He lies. He's a filthy liar. He's a lying dog. What's in the news, Robin?
Well, you know, I thought that maybe they'd hold off and we'd have just nice, pleasant news to talk about today, but no way. This is New York, and so today there was a horrible shooting in Manhattan. The chairman of Deke Pereira and a receptionist were shot to death in the corporation's Lower Manhattan headquarters today, shortly before noon. Police say receptionist Francis Lauder was shot through the head, and when company chairman Nicholas Deke heard the commotion and came out of his office, he was shot through the heart. Police arrested Lois Lang as she was about to leave the office. They also retrieved a .38 revolver.
Lois Lang.
Lois Lang, that was her name. And she claims the company was trying to cheat her. So she went in there and she blew the receptionist away, and then she shot the chairman of the company.
Was she dressed in battle fatigues?
They didn't describe her outfit, but...
That's the new thing now, just going into places and shooting up the place.
Yeah.
That's the latest.
A new trend or something.
We were doing our club date up in New Fairfield, Connecticut, and we walked into a Dunkin' Donuts, and there was a guy in there dressed in battle fatigues.
Yeah, top and pants.
Yeah. And I just said to Robin, let's get out of here. Any guy dressed like that is like hunting for humans, and you know it.
Yeah, we walked out of there immediately. We were going for coffee or something. We just said, forget it.
I said, what's with this screwball? What does he think it is, Vietnam?
He had combat boots on.
He's combat ready at a Dunkin' Donuts up in New Fairfield, Connecticut. And I just split.
People ought to realize when you see a person dressed like this walking along the streets, just get out of their way.
Yeah.
Do not stand in a store with them.
That's a weird place, New Fairfield, Connecticut. We were up there for the club date, and, like, we went to a supermarket there because we were walking around trying to get a feel for what the people were like and stuff. And there's such worms up there that I just walked into a supermarket and stole some guys.
The cart. He just stole the shopping cart.
Yeah, I just took it. And the guy looked at me. I'm taking your shopping cart. I don't have time right now to get another one. And he was a black guy.
Yeah.
Blacks, that's the place to go, New Fairfield, Connecticut. Blacks aren't even hostile up there.
He just said, excuse me, sir, you took my cart.
Yeah. Picture a black guy coming up to a geek like me and saying, excuse me, sir, you took my cart. I just said, I know. I felt pretty good.
The other thing that was interesting was the line at the bottle return.
Yeah. Oh, New Fairfield, Connecticut is all white trash. That's where you find white trash.
Yeah.
New Fairfield, Connecticut. You go to the shopping markets there, and you see people returning their bottles.
Yeah.
That's when you know someone's white trash.
There was a line. I mean, that's what they do on a Sunday afternoon.
I got 40 bottles. Let's see, that's $2 I get. Why would you wait online for a half hour to return $2 worth of bottles?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Pretty nuts. What else is doing?
Well, there's been a lot of concern lately, you know, about the communion cup in churches because of the threat of AIDS. So, a rector of the Trinity Episcopal Parish here has told parishioners they don't have to drink from the chalice during communion, even though there's no evidence that AIDS can be spread in this manner.
Use a crazy straw.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, why don't they pass out straws?
No.
Why?
No.
Why not? Seriously, like a crazy straw, like my daughter uses.
This is a solemn religious ceremony.
No, because I heard the Pope just gave the word that you can use a crazy straw.
And watch the wine go up.
Ladies and gentlemen, because of the threat of AIDS, crazy straw at communion. Now, I have to leave now. I'm going to listen to my Rolling Stones records.
But who's to say? You know how some people are with the straws where they let it go up and then they let it go back down and they let it go up and they let it go back down? That could be happening in church.
That's true.
Blow bubbles.
So, yeah, blow bubbles. But anyway, the rector said that the parishioners were fearful and didn't know what to do when they were confronted with the cup lately, so they decided to tell them they don't have to take the common cup if they don't want to. That won't send them to hell. The other thing that's been going
Working
on...
at NBC will send you to hell.
That is hell, as a matter of fact.
That's hell in a handbasket.
But the other thing that's been going on with this AIDS thing, you know, is the bathhouse thing now. They're sending inspectors into gay bathhouses.
I just want to say I think bathhouses are perfectly safe, and I agree with all the homosexuals. It's a violation of their rights to close those down.
That's a perfectly valid point of view,
Yeah.
Howard.
We'll tell you what we want violated.
You know, I mean, they have padlocked the mine shaft.
Oh, and that's ridiculous.
It is closed for business.
We are outraged.
I love the expose they did in the Post on this whole thing. We walked into the mine shaft and there were men kneeling before other men.
Sui.
But anyway, so they're doing these inspections now, and anybody found violating certain health ordinances
Or violating anyone, for that matter.
they will have their establishments closed down. And the other day on television, the health commissioner said they should also include hotels in this ordinance. So they could just start breaking into hotel rooms and, just checking out the activity. So watch out. Donald Trump now wants his name plastered on the world's tallest building. He's planning to build a 150-story tower that would house a complex of studios, apartments, stores, and some parks. Trump says the facility would keep television in Manhattan. Yes, he always has these altruistic goals in mind when he builds these things.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't really care about the money.
No.
He just wants to make sure there's television in Manhattan.
Or the fame or the glory.
Right.
So that's what he wants to do for us now. And, of course, it'll be called Trump something, but we don't know what yet.
The Trump erection. I need my drum.
Yeah, there's a lot fewer sound effects today because of that.
Yeah.
And, of course, the summit meeting is going on over in Geneva. President Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev, they have now arrived in Geneva, Switzerland, and they'll be talking starting tomorrow. And, of course, they're going to come to a lot of agreements, I imagine, after staying apart for 6 years. So everybody's looking forward to that. In sports, the Giants versus the Redskins tonight in Monday Night Football, and we're all hoping that Joe Theismann gets it back together and plays pretty well tonight, because I understand his job may be on the line, Howard.
Good. I hate that guy. I've hated him ever since we got to know him in Washington. That's what he gets for having sex with Kathy Lee Crosby.
Oh, no.
Can't keep your mind on the game, can you?
His game was fine until she came into his
Oh, yeah.
life. That's true.
Well, when you dump your wife and your kids,
Yeah.
and you take off with a sex bomb, it's no surprise to me what goes on in your career.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens tonight. K-Rock weather, partly cloudy and mild, the low around 50, partly sunny and mild tomorrow, high 65 to 70 degrees, and partly cloudy and warm on Wednesday with a chance of a late day shower, 59 degrees on WXRK, New York.
All right, are we talking about Plastic Works? All right, then we'll get right back into music on the new 92.3. This year, don't show up at Thanksgiving dinner like another turkey. Yes, you need Gary Strutton's Plastic Works. Does he have a gift for me or something?
That was a day-to-day thing. You're supposed to open one a day.
Jerk.
He's a genius.
Gary Strutton's Plastic Works. This is the place you go if you want to give an unusual gift for Thanksgiving. For example, make a big splash with your unusual screw-top bottle.
What?
Make a big splash with your usual screw-top bottle of wine in a sparkling lucite wine cooler from Plastic Works. Or if you really want to look like a Splendor plastic...
What?
I'm reading the copy, man. It doesn't make any sense. This guy was an idiot when he advertised on NBC, and now he's an idiot when he advertises on
Some
K-Rock.
things don't change.
I gave the guy 7 weeks to get his copy demands together. If you really want to look like a Splendor, Plastic Works has a thick lucite wine rack made in their own factory. It looks like $1 million, but doesn't cost it. If you're afraid the food might be bland, Plastic Works has a selection of spicy-looking lucite salt and pepper mills. Bring your own dessert. Bring them an ice cream sculpture. Bring them an ice cream sculpture looks big, but no calories.
Oh, it must be fake ice cream. Now I'm getting it.
Bring them an ice cream sculpture looks big, but no calories. Okay.
Gary didn't graduate high school.
Good. Make me sound like a jerk. All right, make your own all-natural ice cream sorbet, frozen yogurt, or tofutti in 20 minutes at home. Listen, the commercials...
I have no idea
I don't
what you're
either. The commercials are bad, but the place is good. Go to
Yeah.
Plastic Works for terrific holiday gifts. They'll make you come off like Santa. Hey,
Oh.
that's what it says here. I didn't know Santa comes off. But then again, I don't know Mrs. Claus. Call 212-822-1166. Remember, Plastic Works. Phil Collins. In the night?
In the air tonight.
Yeah, something like that. And what's the other one we played?
It was Pete Townsend.
Yeah, Pete
New
Townsend.
music, I think.
We're very hip here on the FM side of things, aren't we? We really know the music. But we really do know the music.
We're going to get back into it.
Yeah, it's just that we've been playing such bad music for 3 years that we kind of lost track. I got a big announcement to make now.
All right, what is this? I've been waiting to hear.
All right, the big announcement. I'm going to bring my wife on right now
Oh.
on the new 92.3 K-Rock. Let's see. Is that you, honey?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, you know, this has been all pretty embarrassing for my wife, me being fired and everything.
Yes, how did she deal with this?
It's been pretty bad, but, like, I thought that maybe she'd dump me once the paycheck wasn't coming in.
The paycheck was still coming in, though.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was so great. It was kind of weird. Like, I was really kind of thinking, like, maybe I should just take 2 years off. We'd do club dates and stuff, and I would just get paid, and Robin would live in the streets.
That's right, I'd live in a tree or something.
I really went back on radio for Robin. I hope you appreciate that.
I do, Howard. Thank you so much.
Honey, I'm going to make the big announcement now.
All right.
Oh, no. Wait a second.
Me and my
Yeah,
wife...
we need trumpets, I guess, or something.
My wife was a busy...
Little beaver?
Yeah. While we were... Well, we were both busy beavers. Her more so than me. Matter of fact, my wife went to the doctor today, and,
yeah?
well, honey, you tell him.
What? All right. I heard the heartbeat.
Your
Who's-
heart is beating?
Whose heart beat?
Of a
William
nigger?
Schrader? Whose heart was beating, honey?
A little fetus.
Ooh.
A fetus.
Is that from Gunsmoke?
Yeah, fetus.
Fetus, I remember him. He had a beard.
There it is. I'm going to be a daddy again for the second time, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations.
I was about to tell everyone that I was going to be a dad again on NBC, but then, of
Yeah.
course, they fired me
Yeah.
with my wife pregnant.
Well, talk about what it was like to come home and look at me and realize I was newly pregnant with having a 2.5-year-old.
And I had no job. It was like the worst time of my life. And you know what's kind of weird? Randy, the guy who was my friend,
Who fired you?
who fired me, knew that Allison was trying to get pregnant.
Yes.
You knew
And
that?
I think he kind of had an idea that she could be pregnant, and he fired me anyway. And I just want to say
Didn't
that
care?
I just want to say that if you people in good conscience can listen to that radio station knowing this information, you know, seriously, if that's the people that you want to support, well, go ahead. You know, I don't want to really get on here and persuade you not to listen to a certain radio station.
Oh, yes, we do.
Honey, you heard the heartbeat? Did it sound
Heartbeat.
strong and male?
Uh-oh.
I don't know, Mel.
We're pretty sure that this time it's a boy, because I did everything.
You have.
We did, seriously, this
Seriously,
pregnancy,
what did you do?
we douched with baking soda.
Oh, you did not.
Well, I didn't, she did. Although I do now douche with baking soda. That's why I smell so,
Oh, so fresh.
yes, so delicate.
Oh, goodness, smells as good as all outdoors
Yeah,
here.
you guys are laughing, but have you ever douched with baking soda? Really excellent. In fact, all the K-Rock jockeys,
Howard forgets to take it out of the box.
the Madam and Meg douche with baking soda,
Oh, wonderful.
and Mark Coppola. Yeah, I just met him.
Did you?
That was the cat that was standing in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He says he likes to be called the Cope. The Coop or Cope or something. So I said, that's cool. I'll call you whatever you want.
All right. Yeah.
We're into getting along with everyone.
The Cope, we'll call
The
him.
Cope. And he's a nice guy. The Cope. So,
When
honey,
did you guys find out?
we found out, well, I knew she was pregnant. How pregnant are you, honey?
Now?
Yeah. No, tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. In like, I don't know, 3.5 months, a little over 3 months.
Wow.
Thank you. And let me just say something. I nailed her pretty good because I did it, I think, like on the first try. Didn't I?
Pretty much.
This was the first time out, huh?
Yeah. And I also did it on the proper day of the month.
We don't know that.
How many days before your ovulation? Or did I do it during your ovulation?
I think during.
Hey, what's that in the background?
Oh, that's the inner office.
Oh, that's back there? Oh, K-Rock is really soundproof. I'm sitting and listening to the inter-office conversations. We did it on the proper day.
In the right part of the cycle?
But we don't really know all that, how.
Oh.
I think we did. I know it. I talked to Elvis Presley. And we also had deep penetration, and she, I believe, orgasmed.
I
How did you get deep penetration?
What did she say?
I borrowed Fred's genitalia. No, really. Well, I mean, as deep as I can get. I got. It was pretty deep.
You tried.
Yeah. They don't call me the human cucumber for nothing.
Oh, we'll call you Digger.
So we'll know in a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's human.
We'll know if it's mine.
Oh, boy.
I don't care if it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
As long as it's healthy.
Right.
Of course.
It's a male apparatus.
So there's the big news.
That's
right
great.
here.
Congratulations.
That's an exclusive at 92.3 K-Rock. That's the kind of information you'll be getting here in the afternoon. All right, it's 4:37. You want to put Emily on? People haven't heard her in 7 weeks.
Daddy.
Yeah, Emily makes her debut here today.
We'll go right back to Sesame. You know, Howard, Sesame Street is conflicting with your show right now.
Oh, she's watching Sesame Street?
But come here, Daddy, come here. Say hi, and I'll put you right back on Sesame.
She's like totally addicted to Sesame
I
Street.
know.
I have to bribe her. I'll give you a cookie if you say hi to Daddy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's good parenting.
Hi.
Hi, Em. It's Daddy. Say hi to everyone.
Hi.
On the new 92.3 K-Rock. Say K-Rock.
Hi.
I'm working at K-Rock. I have a job now.
What?
I can buy you toys. Are you watching Sesame Street?
Congratulations.
Oh, she said congratulations.
In what language?
No.
She sounds like Paco. Maybe he's the father. I mean, Jess. All right, go back to Sesame Street. Do you want to sing Sesame Street?
Wait.
Oh, this is good.
I don't know swim.
What?
No, I'm not watching Sesame.
She's not watching Sesame Street.
And you thought you thought Scott Muni was the only one to talk to Yoko Ono exclusively. Emily sounds like Yoko.
Right now she does.
Now you're speaking better, Emily. Now, are you watching Sesame?
Congratulations, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you, Emily.
You kept talking over her talk.
Only 2.5 years old.
She talks wonderfully
Yeah.
well.
All right. Well, listen, we got to go, honey. I love you.
You're doing great. I'm proud of you guys, and keep up the good work.
Yeah, the new 92.3 K-Rock. Excellent music, honey, right?
What are the
K-Rock.
call letters, huh?
WXRK.
Okay.
I love K-Rock.
Mwah.
My new home, my new home. Oh, I have a new home. Oh, I'm so happy I have a new home. Love you, honey.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, I have a new home. Jess.
Now, how did your family do with you being fired? I mean,
Oh, my father was freaking out. Oh, no. You blew your career. You had a good job. You were at a top station.
Uh-huh.
I said, Dad, don't worry about it. I've got like 8 to 10 offers already for other jobs. Yeah, but no one's going to put you on in the afternoon, and they're not going to be able to pay you as much money.
Oh, no. So how do they feel now?
Oh, now my father's like, I told you things would be all right, but don't screw this up. I don't think another station would give you a job. He's always amazed that other stations will,
Yeah,
that I'm
will hire
desirable. 440 at 92.3 K-Rock. And let's talk about what?
We've got BQE.
BQE. Oh, man, all our old sponsors are
They're
back.
all back.
Hey, this BQE is great for a bunch of reasons. Most of all because they canceled all their advertising on that other station.
Yeah.
Or did they?
I guess. I don't know. I haven't talked to them.
And they better have. And they're New York's only 24-hour fitness and racquetball club, and we all work out there.
Yep.
I've been there a couple of times. I played racquetball there. It's great. 17 racquetball courts, 2 full lines of Nautilus, Universal, and free weights, second to none. Also very nice-looking women and men work out there. No ugly people.
So if you're ugly, stay away.
Cellulite need not apply. Enjoy a relaxing dip in the heated indoor pool, a whirlpool, or an invigorating steam room. The BQE has it all. Take part in the famed BQE aerobic and aerobic program with Grandmaster Bill Louie.
Yes. Rui.
Rui. After your workout, stop by the all-new Court 21 restaurant and lounge and let the BQE show you how fitness and racquetball, the sports of the 80s, can be the social meeting place as well. The BQE is located at 26-50 BQE West in Woodside, Queens. Oh, it's so easy to find.
And convenient, too. What
Oh,
a lovely
yeah.
area that is.
And it's a beautiful area. No blacks. Call now and take advantage of their special $1.95 a week special. That's right, only $1.95 a week for New York's only 24-hour club. Call 718-726-4343. 718-726-4343, $1.95 a week. This is some facility. You have to see this. It's great. It is a great racquetball and fitness center. Thank you.
That's why I like this station. I had been listening to this station even before we knew we were coming here.
Yeah.
And I thought, boy, they get the greatest guests. They have great giveaways.
Yep.
They don't give away Menudo tickets here.
Yep. That's on the other station, the AM station they own.
Yeah.
But, and the people aren't a pain in the ass to work with.
They give away John Cougar Mellencamp tickets.
That's what we're going to be giving away in a minute. Right now, I got a new song from John Cougar Mellencamp. Is this new from the Scarecrow album? It's brand new. This is brand new on K-Rock 92.3. Mark Coppola. You know, this is kind of weird. It feels kind of like quiet in here or something.
It's very quiet in there. There's not a lot of people in there with you.
It should be like a celebration, like...
There's nothing happening. I expected, people to be calling, sending presents. I expected the staff to come in and...
Yeah, what a letdown. Yeah.
They seemed to be so happy we were coming.
Yeah.
They were.
Why don't we call and find out why? Nothing happened.
Well, where's, like, Tom Chiasano, the general manager? Shouldn't we, like, talk to him on the air and he should welcome us and stuff to K-Rock?
Well, obviously he's not coming here, so we have to call him.
What's his number? I don't even know how to make calls out of this studio. Like, we just kind of, like, got here an hour ago. Like, an hour before we got on the air, we
Yeah.
came in, and I didn't even know how to run the equipment because I told him I didn't even want to go on the air yet. I wasn't even prepared because we were busy doing club dates.
Yeah.
But, the station wanted to get me on the air. What's the red thing?
What's the red thing?
Red one. Like,
The red light?
could that be him?
No, that's not him. Hey, just got good news.
What?
We're going on the David Letterman show December 17th.
Did you say David Letterman called you himself, or was it his people?
No, his people called.
Oh, okay. They must be listening.
I feel kind of bad that I said those things about Letterman's show. It's just that I was feeling kind of burned.
Well, yeah, they haven't talked to you. They didn't talk to you the entire time you were
Yeah.
fired.
Yeah, but we're going back on December 17th. Hey, do they have a TV in here so we can watch ourselves on the news later?
No.
Oh, man, this station blows.
I have a little black and white in here.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, at 5 o'clock, let's start watching because we're going to be on, I think, Channel 2 and Channel 7 for
Seven,
sure.
yeah.
And then well, no one watches Channel 9.
What time does Channel 9 have news?
Yeah, it's such an important coverage. It's so necessary, isn't it?
Do they actually think somebody watches them?
Nobody does because I know that I did some stuff on Channel 9 and no one saw it.
Yeah.
I even started getting crazy while I was fired. I started to do Cablevision news.
That was funny because you did it to advertise the fact that we were doing club dates because we had no radio station to support our club dates.
Yeah.
So you went on Cablevision News or something,
Yeah.
and one person saw it.
Yeah. My mom.
And she called and bought tickets.
Hey, let's give away some John Cougar Mellencamp tickets. I'm just going to hit a line here. I'm not going to go through...
We don't have any special thing we're going to make people do to get tickets?
Let me think. Well, we can make someone undress. I'll just give away the tickets.
All right.
I'm not going to get nasty. You're on the air.
Is this Howard?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Want to see John Cougar Mellencamp?
nah, I don't really care for that guy.
These
Me
are
neither.
our people, Howard. These are our people.
I don't really like the guy either, man. I used to like him when he was John Cougar.
Yeah, what's the deal with the
Hey,
man?
I never told anybody this, but my last name really is Mellencamp, too.
What's the deal with the Mellencamp on this guy?
All right, what can we do for you?
Yeah, I want to know, when you're on David Letterman, right, does he, like, shun you? Because he seems to me like he just, like, when at the end of a show, he just kind of,
Like, wow, does he shun you?
Hey, did you used to listen to us on NBC?
yeah, once in a while when I'm working,
Was that before shock treatment?
Are you like a mental patient? No, really, what's your deal? What are you, like white trash or something? There's a lot of white trash listening to this station, I think. I mean...
Well, rock and roll attracts
Yeah.
a certain
it's
element.
the same type of stuff you did on the other channel.
What?
It's just the same show. It's on now you're FM. Now we can hear you without the static in the back.
Yeah. No, but,
Are we like on the same wavelength?
Is he reading that?
I think it's Dweezil, Frank Zappa's child, on the phone. The Dweez. Speaking of Zappa, while I was fired, Zappa called me at my house, and we rapped for about 25 minutes. The strangest conversation I've ever had in my lilife.
Does he talk the same way in private
Oh, yeah.
as he talks
Yeah.
in public?
Yeah.
Oh,
I said, Frank, like, what's the deal? Do you have syphilis of the brain?
Yeah.
But no, Frank is a good man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just like one of the few artists that called me at my house and really cared.
Well, that's nice.
And we spoke, and I'm going to have him on K-Rock as soon as we can. He's really a good guy.
Howard.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Donna Vidusha?
They fired her, just like they fired me and Robin.
Yeah, but they were
Coming over
planning to
K-Rock.
fire her.
Yeah, I get a feeling they were planning to fire her. They put on a new N-copter girl at NBC, and I think they were going to stick us with her.
Yeah.
But they fired us, too. I hear she's real bad. Everything about that station is bad. Everything sucks. I'm so glad to be out of there. This is so liberating. I can't tell you, man. It really is. It blows working over there. I want to see the imbecile they hired to replace me. You'd have to be an idiot to work there. They'd have to pay you $2 million to work there.
Yeah, if anybody's thriving in another market or at another station, why would they come to NBC to fight an uphill battle?
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, no one's going to be listening to the station. They're all going to be listening to us at K-Rock. Thank you. And then ABC, they tried to ABC Talk Radio,
Yeah.
try to put Bob Grant on.
Oh, yeah, to fill the void.
Like, Bob Grant is even a third more talented than I am. I mean, I have more talent in my pinky than Bob Grant. Even Bob admits it. He even told me that. Oh, it's too much.
You know who was really concerned about our being fired and was really upset to hear about it?
Who?
John R.
John R. Gambling?
Yeah.
Is that what he told you?
He was really upset. Gee, are you guys going to go back on radio soon? Are you sure? Is everything okay?
Boy, if I ever did stuff like you did on the air, my dad would castrate me.
He would whip me.
I'm totally emasculated. At least you guys still have something between your legs. All right, I tell you what, let's talk about my good friend. Hey, thanks for the call, man. Hey, let me tell you about my good friend Albert L. Why can't I say his name? Albert L. Calistine.
Maybe because you don't know him. That's why.
Yeah. Do you know this man, sir?
No, he just sounds like he sounds Jewish.
He is Jewish, and you know what?
Right.
You must. What kind of job do you have?
What kind of job do I have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I deliver pizzas.
All right, then you're our man. Are your CDs down? Are you still paying taxes on your money markets?
Not recently.
I see. Do you know where to put this year's IRA money? Do you have an IRA?
You should.
I don't have any ELA. I'm not a pitcher.
Why don't you take your pizza tip money and put it in an IRA?
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't have a pension plan.
Yeah, you need all that.
Doesn't matter.
Because
I'm
my
not-
buddy Al Calistine, he knows all about it. He's president of Albert L. Calistine and Associates. He wants to put you into an annuity earning 10%, no load. You know what that is.
The no load is the good part.
Now, I'm sure this guy's a big load right in his pants. In fact, all his friends says he's a real load. 100% safety, tax-deferred annuity. You heard right. You can't believe it. He's speechless. And they're still paying 10%. Call the president, Al Calistine, personally now at 516-222-2992 or 718-291-6048. Tell him Howard told you to call. Do it now before the tax laws change and won't allow you to. Call Al now. That's 516-222-2992 or 718-291-6048. 92.3 WXRK K-Rock. Whoops.
What?
I'm just trying to get it together.
Oh.
I got to give away these John Cougar Mellencamp tickets, and then I want to welcome Po de Soie back on the air with us.
All right.
My dear friends, Po de Soie. Hello?
Howard,
Want to go see John Cougar Mellencamp?
I don't care. What? Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a little kid.
Yeah, Howard. Great to have you back, though.
Thank you. Do you want the tickets?
Sure.
And do me a favor, don't listen to me.
Howard, really, though. I'm glad to have you back. Get you back.
All right, good. Go watch Sesame Street. Jailbait. Are you a little girl or a little boy?
No, I'm 15.
Oh, all right. Well, why don't you hold on? We're going to give you John Cougar Mellencamp tickets. You'll like him. He's someone you could look up to. You could grow up to be like him. So you can go to a bad barber also when you get older. You ever see his hair where he
He's
parts
rich
it?
enough to get a good haircut
Yeah.
now, I think.
It's like swooped down into his eyes.
Doesn't want to get away from his roots, I guess.
Yep. No, but John Cougar's a pretty cool guy. He's got some really good songs, seriously. All right? I think that's what we got fired for at NBC, talking to a 15-year-old.
Or somebody like that, yeah.
Someone told me what the reason we got fired. Hold on a sec. That kid's on line 3. The reason we got fired was because I was on the phone with like a kid, and I asked him if he ever saw his dad's genitals. And
But we didn't know that person was that age.
Yeah. How was I to know he was 10? It was an honest mistake.
He sounded awfully mature to me.
I thought it was a female calling. I thought it was like a young woman.
Yeah.
How was I to know it was a prepubescent boy? And I don't think that's... I mean, what's the big deal? Every kid's seen his dad's genitals, I think.
Yeah, we weren't implying anything
Dirty.
wrong.
I mean, what is the big deal? Everyone's seen their father shower. Pot de Soie. Let's welcome them back on the air. They are a great shave cream. Pot de Soie shave cream with lecithin coats the skin with a fine film barrier to allow your razor to glide over your sensitive skin. Yes. And did the person next to you shave with Pot de Soie today? Pot de Soie is available at Duane Reade, Drug Fair, Cost Cutter, Genovese, Tabard, ShopRite, Foodtown, Wallbounds, Acme, Legend Stores, Rock Bottom, Cosmetics Plus, Austin, and the Love Stores. And the man who owns Pot de Soie, Mickey Rosenberg, of course, was a big supporter of ours, even while we were off the air.
And what did he do on Sunday over the Jets game?
Yeah.
Didn't he fly something?
Yeah, he flew over the Jets Stadium with a helicopter.
Pot de Soie welcomes Howard Stern or
Yeah,
something? Or
Pot de Soie salutes Howard Stern.
Yeah, salutes Howard Stern, something like that.
What a beautiful gesture. And notice he starts doing something the minute I get a job back in
Right.
radio.
We didn't hear from him these entire 7 weeks we were off.
Oh, no, we heard from him.
We did?
Yeah, we heard from him. He said hello. He didn't offer me any business opportunities. No, but Mickey Rosenberg is a fine man, and his product, Pot de Soie Shave Cream, is
Fine
excellent.
shave cream.
Ask for a try, ladies. Shave that thing. 5 o'clock at WXRK New York and the new 92.3 K-Rock. What are we doing? News?
News.
Excellent. What is in the news?
Well, Howard, there's more information now on that fatal shooting at Deke Pereira today. Police now say the woman in custody for the shooting of the company chairman Nicholas Deke and his receptionist Frances Lauder thought she was a partner in the firm. Police say Lois Lang claims the company was trying to cheat her. Apparently, she's a homeless woman. She...
Why didn't Lois Lang call Clark Kent, her friend, and instead of doing all that nasty violence?
I don't know, Howard. You'd have to talk to her.
What did she do? You mean she was upset, so she went in and shot
She's
people?
been going into and out of the company on several different occasions, claiming to be a partner in the company and
Right.
demanding to see Nicholas Deke, the chairman. And, of course, they threw her out. And today she just decided to go in with a gun, and she walked in, pulled out her gun, shot the receptionist through the head. And when Nicholas Deke heard the commotion, he came running out of his office, and he got shot 3 times in the heart. And this woman reloaded her gun and was walking out of the building when she was stopped by police.
I heard they were afraid I was going to do that at NBC after they fired me.
Yeah, they did tighten security.
They did. Me and Robin couldn't get back in the building.
Alarms would go off when I walked into the building.
No, be serious.
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
They used to search me.
And then I heard there was a conversation about whether or not I would try any kind of retaliation.
Yeah. Do you think
Like I'm
you're
Rambo.
capable of vengeance?
Rambo Stern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go back to, like I would ever want to even set foot in that place
Fight your
again.
way into that building. Yeah, they
Yeah.
were such a joy to work with. But anyway, this woman killed both of these people. They were both pronounced dead at the Beekman Downtown Hospital today, so she's now in custody. In Queens, a 31-year-old woman is being held for a psychiatric examination after being accused of scalding her month-old baby in a bath of pine-scented disinfectant and boiling water. The baby is in critical condition. Officials say the baby's father, Isaac Witzel, told police he found his wife, Diane Wilkerson, jabbering about Satan when he returned home from work on Friday. He found the baby on the couch, silent and covered with burns. The holiday shopping season is upon us, so New York City traffic officials are taking steps to keep traffic flowing on busy city streets. The mayor's office says 500,000 extra people and 100,000 extra cars are expected to enter the city each day between Thanksgiving and Christmas. A program to ease congestion.
You slipped into your black ease for a second.
Thanksgiving. I'd never do that. Get out
Thanksgiving.
of here. You're so out of your mind.
Robin's only partially black.
The other part is what?
Indian.
Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, a program to ease congestion includes an increase in police officers assigned to traffic duty and the assignment of gridlock busters, traffic agents or officers assigned to give out summonses to drivers blocking intersections. And, of course, that big summit is about to get underway in Geneva with Mikhail Gorbachev and President Reagan. They're both in Geneva now, and experts expect them to clash over the Star Wars plan that President Reagan is a proponent of, so that's sure to be a sticky issue that these two men will have to grapple with over the next couple of days. There are also some other things going on in the international arena. You know that there are still American hostages being held in Lebanon, and an envoy from the Archbishop of Canterbury is heading back to Beirut today. He was there last week, had some discussions with the Islamic Jihad, the people supposedly holding American hostages. And he's on his way back there now after briefing U.S. officials. Let's hope he makes some progress.
Hey, where's the Bhagwan these days?
The Bhagwan has been released. He pleaded guilty to arranging marriages to get immigrants into this country illegally.
I dig that cat so much, really.
And now he's gone back to India, I think.
Yeah.
And he has accused his jailers here of torturing him while he was in prison.
Yeah, but that's a cool dude.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
You would like to follow him?
I will kill the bitch. Have you ever heard him rap? I will kill the bitch.
I like beaches.
I like the bitch.
Never give it our lucky truck.
I like to see the bitch. If I can see how to kill the bitch.
She is a beach. That's his favorite word in English.
But that's a pretty cool gig, I mean, if you can do it. I mean, you got to admire a guy who comes over from India and, like, gets a whole bunch of people to go to bed with him and be
Sure.
naked and stuff.
To wear gloves and have sex for him.
Yeah, really. And give him Rolls Royces and stuff and pound on the dashboard and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to admire that. I mean, how many cats can come over from India? Well, most people come over from India and have magazine stands. Or they work at Long Island Jewish as doctors.
Yes.
But this cat just had a whole bunch of white middle-class kids following him around and having sex with him and stuff, and that's pretty
That's
cool.
right.
And you got to admire that because that's America, and that's what makes this country great.
And it was all because he was enlightened.
Yep. The Bhagwan.
It's 5:11 here at WXRK New York. In the weather.
K-Rock. Oh, K-Rock weather.
Yeah. Partly cloudy and mild, the lows around 50. Partly sunny and mild tomorrow, the high 65 to 70. And partly cloudy and warm with a chance of late showers on Wednesday. 57 degrees at K-Rock.
All right, I think I'm going to do some music here from... I'm not doing music?
No.
All right, we'll do a couple of spots.
Window
Oh, the Window
Factory.
Factory, all right. The Window Factory, my dear friends Jan and Craig are back with us on the air. It doesn't matter what station we go to. They bring their advertising campaign right to that radio
That's right.
station. That's the kind of performers we are. We bring our lovely advertisers with us. And not only that, let this be a warning to K-Rock management. If you ever fire
They
us,
could lose these people.
you would lose Window Factory. And they spend a lot of money. A lot of money.
Yeah.
In the Window Factory, my good friends Jan and Craig, the two mutant brothers.
The guys in Deliverance.
You've seen them in Deliverance? Remember them? The banjo playing scene? You remember them. You're on the air.
I'm on the air?
Yeah,
Is this Howard Stone?
right.
You serious?
Yeah.
You mean I got through? I don't believe it. I was at your show on Saturday, the Candlewood Theater.
Did you have a good time?
That's right. You kidding me? I want to know, did you get your shots? You know, Mad, they're thinking of calling you Mad Dirk Stern.
Mad?
Yeah, and,
Are the phone lines as bad as NBC's phone lines here?
Sounds
Or is
like
it
it.
that she's on a cheap phone? What kind of phone are you calling in
what
on?
kind of cheap phone? What are you kidding me? What kind of phone we got here, Frank? Now, hold on a minute. You don't believe I'm talking to you, because you've been trying
You know,
to
by the
talk-
way, our shows are X-rated. I mean, like triple X-rated.
Yes.
And the thing is,
People are bringing their
What's going
children.
yeah, Candlewood, there were like 5-year-old kids sitting in the audience. It was making me real uptight.
You know that you wouldn't sniff, remember?
Hey, listen, honey,
All right.
Calm down.
calm down. When I'm talking, you...
What do you mean, calm down? I'm not mad. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying, you said there was like 7-year-old kids. I'm saying that you put on a good show.
Thank you very much. We know we're
Tell me
talented.
that I'm not speaking to you. Will you speak to somebody for me, please?
Idiot. You're on the air.
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah.
I was reading an article in Newsday about a week ago that talked about you coming back on the air.
Yeah.
And it had you directly quoted as saying that your first show is going to be like Roman orgy, and I'm waiting for that.
What do you mean? Well, it is a Roman orgy.
They were kind of boring.
This
those
is what happened in
Roman
Roman orgies. People sat around and talked a lot on the phone.
It wasn't that crazy, though. I was expecting a little more excitement.
Nah. There's nothing exciting left.
Well, will it get more exciting as...
No, it's going to get worse. The show's going to be terrible.
Yeah. Well, what's your...
I just kind of felt like today was a day to kind of come back on the air, say hello, introduce ourselves again to the audience, and tell them we're on K-Rock. Hey, the only person I've seen from K-Rock during our show, who's this? Are you a cleaning woman?
Who are you, ma'am?
Are you the cleaning woman? Oh, she's shaking her head. Well, if you're going to come in, you got to be on the air.
Come in, you know,
No one from K-Rock comes in. Or maybe she's one of the owners.
oh, maybe. Do you own the station?
She's going to stare.
She just stares at
Is she
me.
going to just stand in there and stare at you during our
I
show?
guess.
Howard,
What?
are you going to bring Janie with you?
No, we have a new cleaning woman here. She just won't tell us her name.
Oh, yeah, but Janie...
Helen.
What?
Is there going to be no more Janie?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, well, that's too bad. She was a key to the old show.
Yeah, well, obviously she works at NBC. I mean, we can't bring everyone over from NBC, even though we'd like to. Because every time we bring someone over from NBC, they slap an injunction.
What Good Times with Imus, or was that is it as bad as it is with Soupy?
Soupy I didn't like, Imus I liked.
But do you still like talk to Imus ever or anything?
You haven't talked to him, have you?
No, we don't talk.
You don't.
No, he didn't call me after the firing.
All right, well, Howard,
And I didn't call him. There's no reason to call him. I mean, let's face it, we had kind of a business relationship.
Yeah, you weren't that kind of a friend.
You back, Howard. I think it's great, and I want to wish you the best of luck.
Thanks. Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much. You're on the air.
Hi.
All right. Thank you for the call. I mean, what do you want?
I want to talk to Howard.
All right. Thank you. People still make me sick. You know, I was sitting at home actually missing talking to people on the phone.
Remember what you told me? You
What?
had listened to a few shows, and you said, Robin, I think we jump on them too quickly when we put people on the phone. We attack them right away. We should just, we shouldn't be so vicious.
I never said that.
You did,
I did.
too.
Let me... All right, wait. You're on the air at 92.3 K-Rock.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh, can I speak to Howard?
Now, don't be vicious, Howard.
Oh, Howard?
Hi.
Hi. Howard Stern?
Yeah.
Hey, good to have you back.
Thanks.
How you doing?
Oh, great.
That's cool.
Well, what's happening?
All right, not much, man. We missed you. New York was in a state of shambles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't happen to, are you like one of those guys who goes to the supermarket and waits online to deposit your bottles?
Nah.
You don't have a chain connected to your wallet, do you?
Nah, why?
For a second, I thought you might be white trash.
No, I'm not white trash. I'm far from it.
All right. Hey, it's good to be back, man.
All right, listen, can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Play more Genesis.
All right.
All right, thanks a lot,
Thank you,
Howard.
sir.
And by the way, Robin, that man's suggestion really helps us.
Oh, yes.
That's the kind of thing that
Write
we need.
that
I
one
want to
down.
see Gabriel with Genesis.
I hope, no, if I write it down, though, he might have that idea copyrighted, and I don't want to be sued. That's a good idea, though. Somebody just keep a mental note of that.
Sir, do you work in radio? Are you a programmer?
Howard.
Are you a program director that you know all this stuff?
No, I'm just really into Genesis, and I love your show, and I'd like to hear music I like on your show.
All right, babe. No problem.
Thanks a lot.
All right, bye-bye.
Howard, take care.
Hey, any more tips like that, please call them in. We really need them. All right, 5:31 at the new 92.3 K-Rock. Plastic Works, my dear friend Gary Strutton.
Strutting.
Yes, my dear friend Gary Strutton. Mr. Plastic himself, the man with the plastic personality, is
Yes,
back
he
on the air with us.
does have a plastic personality.
And he's got a great idea here for you. Anytime you need a Thanksgiving gift, what better gift than something made of plastic?
Well, he's a turkey. He would know about Thanksgiving.
You sure would. Plastic Works, man. They really have the great gift ideas. How about a Lucite salt and pepper mill?
Ooh, I've been looking for one of those.
Yeah, I don't think that'll look too cheap on the table. Dear God, we wish to give thanks this year for our Lucite salt and pepper mill.
I want that to go with the good china.
How about bringing someone an ice cream sculpture? Looks just like the real thing, but no calories.
Wow.
How about, well, I ran out of ideas. No, I mean, they have everything. This is the Cope.
That's right. And you're Hard Stern.
That's right. And you want to be called the Cope.
No, I'd be called Mark Coppola. Cope. I noticed you called me Mark Copulate earlier. When I was
Copulator.
a kid, yeah, well, had my parents not done that, then I
hate him already, Robin.
Don't tell him, though.
No, shh. I hate his guts.
You know, just keep up the facade.
I think we have to have him fired. Remember
Looks
that?
like you're going to be the first to go.
Remember that vow I took?
Yeah.
Forget it. No, really, seriously, Mark, the Cope, I mean, I have vowed that I will get along with every jock here at the station. At my last station, I didn't get along with anybody. I mean, seriously, they hated me there. Everyone did, and we were totally alienated to the point where we couldn't even look anyone in the face.
Well, we got the same agent.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
You're
So does
represented
the
by
Madam.
my agent?
Yeah. So does Jay Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, we all have
It's
the
almost
same
like a
agent.
family here, because everybody's represented by the same agent. We're all related by Don Buchwald.
Yeah, he like owns this station. So, Cope, you're Francis Ford Coppola's nephew?
Well, yeah. Actually, it's Francis Coppola. He dropped the Ford because he said never trust a man with 3 names.
All right.
Uh-huh. It's like John Cougar Mellencamp.
Yeah. Or John Hinckley.
There you go.
That's 3 names. So what's his deal?
What's his deal?
Has he got any money left?
Well, no.
I mean, after making all those movies.
If you want
no offense.
Yeah. What was the name of that
the inside
studio?
scoop would be that.
Zoetrope. There was a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll create my own studio. And,
I'll shoot on videotape.
Yeah.
Make movies.
And I'll make a fortune.
Make movies nobody sees.
Don't get uptight. We're just kidding about him. He's a good man.
He's
And I
a
love The
genius,
Godfather. He is a
yeah.
genius.
And Godfather 2.
Godfather 2 is great.
That's
Godfather
right.
and Godfather 2.
Apocalypse
3's
Now.
coming.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, what's...
Collect like a $1,500 a week check, and then he cuts me out. Gives me 3 seconds. I had 14 minutes in Cotton Club, and I got cut down to 3 seconds. He always does that to me. Apocalypse Now, same thing.
I got a film.
You're a big boy now, same thing.
Here we have a film clip from one of Francis Ford's movies featuring Mark Coppola. Oh, that's where you have sex with the donkey, the burrow scene, with Inez the donkey. Commune with you people. I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to our new home, K-Rock 92.3. How are you, brother?
How you feeling?
All right. Oh, wait. I got to put you on. Okay, go ahead.
How you doing?
All right.
Can I speak to Howard?
Yeah, go ahead. Speak to him.
Howard, how you feeling, Howard?
All right. We're feeling real good. We're back. Just got the call from Letterman. We're going on December 17th. The Club Benet dates. We're going over to the Ritz. You can get your tickets through Ticketron, I think, at the Ritz.
Oh, yeah?
We're going to the Ritz December 4th with our live show.
Sounds good. What,
We're doing the porno home videos so that the audience can win some money.
The contest.
The contest. We're doing the K-Rock thing here during the day.
Sounds good to have you back.
Yeah, it's real good to be back.
All right.
It should be
what
pretty
happened to
crazy.
that cab driver?
Excuse me?
What happened to that cab driver with the weather?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right.
We used to have a traffic copter guy who did...
A cab driver with the weather?
Who's that?
I think he's on PLJ.
Oh, the guy was... Oh, I see. Oh, Jim Kerr. Yeah, there's a talent. There's a real big talent. I couldn't believe, like, when we were fired, that PLJ didn't call to replace Jim Kerr with us. That always freaked me out.
They like him.
They love him over there. Well, it is such a funny show.
Yeah.
There's a real purpose for that show to be on the air. I think it serves a need in the community. You're on the air. Welcome to our new home, 92.3 K-Rock.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Is this Howard?
Yes.
How you doing, Howard? Listen, welcome back. It's good to have you aboard.
Okay.
You know you're leaving your microphone on all the time?
Really?
No, I don't mean when you're on the air. I mean when you're off the air, when they're playing the music or a commercial.
Yeah, we know that.
You took care of that?
No, we're doing that on purpose. That's part of the plan.
Sounds real good.
Thank you. No, that's so that you can hear what we do during the commercials and stuff, so that we're never...
Away from you.
Yeah,
Never really away from us.
right.
Like we always got a fix on you, right?
Yeah, it's part of our new plan. We're trying to create a new show, a new sound on FM.
Hey, you are a genius, babe.
Thank you.
Really.
All right, bye-bye.
What you thinking?
All right, a lot of people like what we're doing on the new K-Rock, leaving our microphones on during the commercials and the records.
You know, I was just thinking of what you would do if someone else was running the board and all of those things were happening.
I don't know that it's my fault. Am I doing something wrong?
Probably.
But who cares? I think it's an interesting concept to have your microphones on during music.
And during commercials.
Because here we have to play 5 records an hour. And I'm just thinking that if we could talk over the records...
then we'd get just as much talk in as we always did.
Exactly. I mean, the music might break up my flow a little bit, but as long as I know you people can kind of be linked with me while I'm talking.
That's pretty good, huh?
I know as a listener, I was always annoyed by listening to stations like NBC because music would go on and you didn't know what the disc jockeys were doing during the music.
Yeah, I always wondered about that. What happened while the music was playing?
Yeah. And you're on the air.
Yes, can I ask Howard Stern a question?
Yeah, go right ahead. You're on the air.
Axe away.
Ask me a question.
Hello, Howard?
Obviously one of the old KTU listeners. Yes.
Hey, Howard. What's happening, Howard?
Hey.
Yeah, I just want to ask you. No, I'm not okay to you, man.
He's listening to himself.
You're listening to your radio, sir.
Yeah, I just want to ask you, how do you feel about being on FM now that you're on FM?
Let me say this is the greatest move for us. This is going to revolutionize FM radio. You know, I think our master plan is not only to wipe out all of the listeners on NBC, but pretty much to wipe out
everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I have a friend who works at NBC, but she's a great fan of yours.
That's right. And let me say something. My idea of just talking to the listeners today to welcome ourselves back, I think was an excellent one.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. You know, we haven't discussed... You brought this up a little while ago, and I think that as a public service, you really ought to talk about this. A lot of people lose their jobs, and it's a very stressful situation, and things happen to people emotionally when they're fired.
Seriously, when you get fired... I don't know how many other people who've been fired experience this, but I haven't made love to my wife in like 7 weeks.
Not in that whole time.
I made love to her for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not joking around. Well, part of it had to do with the fact that she's pregnant. And, yeah, my wife's pregnant. We made that announcement earlier.
Yeah.
And no, I just don't want her. No, nobody wants a pregnant woman, really. Nobody.
You are the worst.
I mean, you read books that say that, you know, when the belly first starts to pop, it's so attractive. A woman glows.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind if she glows, but don't glow on me. No, but actually, no. My wife's still desirable. I mean, I'm still attracted to her. It's just that I feel like I'm going to damage the baby if I... I'm still one of those old-fashioned guys that feels like he's going to damage the baby.
Yes, you're so large. And
Yeah, I'm such a full-size man that I might put a dent in the baby's head. We've already thought of a name for a boy if we have a boy.
Yeah? You're going to spring that on people?
Well, you know, Schmegma.
Oh, no! Well, it's unusual. I don't think you'll find too many other people with that name.
Schmegma Cougar Mellencamp. It's awesome. But I haven't made love to... I made my love to my wife like 3 days after I got this job.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'm glad the glow has returned.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting it on with her now. But literally for 7 weeks, I didn't do it. All I did was...
You just had no desire?
No, I had desire. I did it myself.
Oh!
For 7 weeks.
Why would you do that? I mean, don't you think your wife...
Why would I do it? I was horny. Why would you do that?
No, but wait a minute. I'm saying you're at home. There's your wife. I mean, isn't she, like, allowed to have some kind of...
Contact?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. That's horrible.
Because I can handle myself better than my wife can.
Oh.
I know what I like.
That's awful.
But now I'm back. I'm back to having sex. Everything is fine with the new 92.3 K-Rock. Let me do some commercials here. What are we talking about? Great sounds? These guys are great sounds, because I'll tell you something. Even while I was fired, you get to know who your true friends are.
Yes.
There's certain people who didn't call me once I got fired. You know, in a dopey kind of way, I used to like when we put music under the commercials at the other station. Maybe we should do that here for a while. But the thing that I liked about Great Sounds was those guys kind of remained my friends and did stuff for us. Didn't they?
Yes, they did.
What the hell's so funny?
This music is so stupid.
It is pretty dumb. But it's music.
Yeah, that's true.
This commercial's dumb. Yeah, Great Sounds, they have the lowest prices, they really do. Everyone on this show, even though half the people we used to work with are gone from this show, the people left on this show All shop at Great Sounds. You can talk to the program director tomorrow.
Okay.
We're going to invite the entire K-Rock staff in here so we can get to know them.
Yeah, let's meet everybody.
Because this was kind of like anticlimactic. Like
Yeah.
having a first day and nobody like around to congratulate us or anything.
Well, it was like having sex the first time.
Yeah.
It was just not too enjoyable.
And maybe even my dear friend Arnold Schwarzenegger will stop by.
Oh, good.
The Terminator himself. 5:58 at the new K-Rock. And what do we got, Robin?
Well, this is pretty interesting, Howard. Jay Thomas has a part in the new Robert Redford, Deborah Winger film. What?
No.
Yes.
I shit
He's making
myself.
a cameo appearance.
That came over the wire?
Well, you know, Steve Jones, the guy who does News in the Morning, he does this K-Rock communique or something.
Yeah.
And he just wrote in here, Jay apparently has a week off. I don't know when that is. Maybe he's off now. I don't know. I heard him this morning. He couldn't be off. But anyway, during that week off, he's going to be shooting with Robert Redford and Deborah Winger.
And during his week off, I'll be shooting myself. It seems that whenever I go to a radio station, whoever does mornings, their career starts to
Take off.
take off.
Yeah. First we had to listen to all of Imus's big deals. Now we're going to have to listen to what Jay Thomas is doing.
I'm cursed. I swear to God, I'm cursed. Oh, I'm doing club dates. And Jay's with Robert Redford and Deborah Winger.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he'd much rather be doing the club thing.
Yeah, I bet you he's really angry.
Oh, boy. I
Hey,
couldn't
well, good for
believe
him,
it.
man. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, we wish him all the best.
Yeah,
Don't
it's like
cry.
a curse.
It's going to get better. He's older than we are, isn't he? I
He
hope.
sounds it. No, he's a very nice guy, Jay.
Yes,
he does
he
a
is.
wonderful
I'm
morning
not
show.
saying anything like that. He
We're
does
trying to get
wonderful
along
show.
with everyone.
Yes.
No kidding.
Well, he could invite us to the shoot or something. Where are they shooting, I wonder?
What's the name of the movie?
I don't know what the name of the movie is, but it's got to be a winner with Redford and Winger. You know, people are going to see him.
No, Winger and Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Not bad.
he'll definitely be seen if he makes the final cut.
Well, we were almost in a movie.
9.5 weeks, which I think is never going to be released.
Yeah, we were on the soundtrack of 9.5 weeks.
And you know what the whole deal with this movie is?
What?
It was filmed, produced by the company that's probably being bought by Ted Turner
Whoops.
or somebody like that.
And he thought it was too dirty.
And he's like, well, they're afraid that if they release it, he'll be upset
Oh,
because it is dirty.
great. The one movie I'm in, they won't release.
So they just figured, you know, it would be safer to leave it on the shelf and take a loss.
Oh, yeah, we know what
Terrific.
This is our luck.
Well, congratulations, Jay.
Yeah, we'd like to hear all about it.
Yeah.
In other news, President Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev are all set for their first face-to-face meeting in Geneva tomorrow. Experts are attempting to dissuade the public from expecting too much, though, from this first meeting. The two superpower leaders will discuss arms control and other issues during the first such meeting between the two nations in 6 years. Who's there to cover the event? Well, just about everyone, but especially Ron Reagan Jr. You know, he usually works for Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah.
And I don't know what this has to do with entertainment. But he's, you know, the former ballet star who turned to journalism. There's a real direct link between those two,
Yeah.
those two professions.
Yeah, well, instead of going to journalism school, he went to ballet school, which makes perfect sense for a career in journalism.
That's right. Now he types with his feet. But anyway,
Chuck Scarborough was a ballet dancer before he got that gig.
he was hired by Playboy to cover the summit.
Excellent.
Yeah, so
And I'm sure he's doing a great job.
he continues to get work.
Him and Jay Thomas.
Yeah. The Koch administration has come up with a way to fill several sergeant slots while they're waiting for the courts to decide whether a previous test given for promotion to that rank is valid. They will use a quota system to promote more than 1,000 officers. Using the quota system will allow more blacks and Hispanics to be promoted. The city has already dropped that.
Oh, great. Blacks and
controversial
Hispanics
test.
and Jay Thomas will all have new jobs. And I'll still be doing radio and club dates.
But wait a minute, listen to this. You know, they had that old test, and everybody was upset about it because very few blacks and Hispanics passed. Well, they've devised a new test It's going to be an open book test.
Ah.
You'll be shooting books.
So that'll be, I'm sure no one will fail now. A homeless woman who believed she was a partner in a Manhattan business firm walked into the company headquarters today and shot to death a receptionist and the company chairman. Police say Lois Lang was arrested as she tried to leave the offices of Deke Pereira. They say she walked into the building, opened fire on the receptionist, then shot 80-year-old Nicholas Deke when the commotion caused him to come out of his office.
Nicholas Deke.
Yes, well, he's 80 years old, Howard, and no more. So.
And she walked in and shot him.
Yeah.
Nice.
In New Jersey, they're still wrangling with whether children with AIDS should attend school. New Jersey's State Health Commissioner will be at a seminar on AIDS tonight in Plainfield, where the community has opposed a 5-year-old girl attending school with the disease. Dr. J. Richard Goldstein is scheduled to answer questions during the AIDS seminar. It'll be moderated by the League of Women Voters. They're using Plainfield as a test case. And the K-Rock weather, partly cloudy and mild, the lows around 50 tonight. Partly sunny and mild tomorrow, the highs 65 to 70. And partly cloudy and warm with a chance of late showers on Wednesday. 57 degrees at WXRK, New York.
Yeah. All right, let's finish off some spots, and we're going to say our goodbyes. We'll come back tomorrow. And,
Tomorrow we'll plan something.
oh, no way.
Oh.
Well, now that we know how to work the equipment, maybe we'll...
Yeah, it'll be a little bit better.
It'll be a little bit better, yeah.
Hang in there.
Hang in there. We're happening. All right, what do we got to talk here about? The Beanstalk? All right, I'm putting the Beanstalk restaurant on notice. Tomorrow we're calling you on the air during your commercial.
To find out what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, all I know is we're off the air for 7 weeks, and then I hear you on Scott Shannon's Z Morning Zoo.
Some kind of support.
If you want me to go back to promoting your business the right way, I'm telling you right now, you get the hell off of that radio station. You do your advertising on K-Rock, and that's it. You hear me, Tony and Steve? Then I'll go back to promoting how much I love the restaurant. As a matter of fact, I don't think they even sent over any food today for our opening show.
I thought we'd have Beanstalk food here today.
I am really disappointed in this first show. I mean, I am really disappointed. I expected guests. I expected people to drop in.
Yeah, I mean, or do we have to do everything?
I'm getting bored with this business. Honest to God. What's with you people? Well, anyway, the Beanstalk Restaurant, you know where it's located. There's one location out on Long Island. That's in Woodbury Common, off Jericho Turnpike. And then there's another location right here in Manhattan, across the street from the RCA building. Ugh. The
They
view
really ought to move.
The view is terrible. It's the Beanstalk Restaurant.
Daddy, I thought you wanted to quit smoking.
I do want to quit. I can't.
George, maybe our doctor can help.
That's good advice. Today, doctors know more than ever about the factors that keep you smoking, and they have total treatment programs that have worked for thousands of people like you.
Doctor, I'd like your help to quit smoking.
Ask your doctor. A total quit smoking program can help.
I'm glad you gave up smoking, Daddy.
This message by Merrill Dow Pharmaceuticals.
All right, we done? Is that our first show?
Yeah.
That's it. All right, the Cope, Mark Coppola is back. It is 6 o'clock. I want to thank you for listening. I don't want to get gushy and everything, but I mean, it's really good to be back.
Yeah, it is. It
and
really is.
K-Rock is not putting the muzzle on us. They're letting us do our thing, and I think that's really good. Here's Coppola, Francis Ford Coppola's nephew. Can you bring him by, man? Could you, like, maybe get him in here?
He'll go on your show. He won't go on my show, but I'll go on your show.
He would go on my show?
Yeah. So he lets you say anything. I'm restricted.
Does he listen to me? Does he know about me?
No, but he will.
Where does he live?
He lives in San Francisco.
Do they get us there?
You're not syndicated yet to San Francisco. We got to get you on satellite to San Francisco.
I'm thinking, man, this could be like a really cool kind of dude to know.
We really ought to be, like, you should have him over to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's break bread.
Hey, seriously, tell your uncle I think he's a genius, all right?
All right.
All right, the Cope is next. We have the Talking Heads at 92.3 K-Rock. Tune us in tomorrow from 2 to 6. And,
What's coming up?
I got to turn the record on. Hold on. This could take an hour. Oh, don't I have to get out of delay?
Yeah.
All right. Play it.